Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we are here. Video starting. Uh, Great start, me, honestly. We are here for F1 2019, the Japanese Grand Prix. We're gonna do this race. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm trying to figure out what to do for videos these days, so this was planned, but you know what I mean. Great start, honestly. I don't really know why why it's like this, but it is. All right. So yeah, I'm recording this after watching the actual race. The just a little bit ago, I watched it and I'm like, oh, let's record this now because well, I gotta have a video out on Monday. So yeah, I've kind of been I don't know, delaying recording this week. It's been an interesting week for videos for sure. Announcing that we won't be doing Overwatch for a while. So trying to supplement some videos in there. Trying to figure out how everything's gonna work out. Recorded a bunch of things recently, but just didn't like them, so really got to sort out some video issues. But we're here doing the Japanese Grand Prix, qualifying, one shot lap thing. Guess what we're calling it, yeah. One shot qualifying. We completed that. So the race is very interesting with the typhoon going through Japan. That was interesting how it really obviously affected the race weekend. Doing practice one day and then not having anything and then doing qualifying in the race the same day. I didn't watch it at the same time because I ended up playing a game when the race was actually on. So I watched it when I woke up this morning. But I just didn't want to. I don't know. I like watching it on Sunday morning, so I would just do that, even though I could have watched it. I could have watched it today, or I could have watched it at 1 in the morning when it was on. But I decided, you know what? Let's just wait and watch it. Watch it when it starts. So, or watch it when I get up. So that's what I did. I watched qualifying when it happened, but alright, good job, me. I figure let's do a formation lap, do something a little different than we've ever done here in a video. Switch it up a little bit. Obviously, you don't want to run too hard and ruin your tires. Or mess up and crash into the wall, so. You know. This is interesting. I've only done this a few times, so. Pretty fun to do, I guess. Formation lap. Then I gotta pull up to my spot on the grid. Let's see how everything looks here. Everything should be good to go. I believe this race 13 laps we're doing. Oh, the game will restart or reform the grid for you. Alright. So yeah, we've got a couple of laps of this race to do. It's always 25% of the actual race, which is 53 laps, I believe. What one's clutch? I don't actually know which one's clutch, if I'm honest with you. Wasn't a brilliant start, but I'll take only losing one spot here. Let's not get launched in the grass in the first lap. I am driving a Red Bull and there's a Ferrari driver near me, so anything could happen. It's the wrong Ferrari driver, but still. "13 laps. Catch Lewis Hamilton in that time, pass him, and we're going to have to do a pit stop. Obviously, we'll go to mediums, per usual. Not a great turn there for me, but, able to hold off a charge from Vettel. That's what we need to do. Tire wear is a little bit higher because we did do the formation lap after qualifying lap, but, it's okay. It's all good, honestly. So, we could discuss a little bit of the Japanese Grand Prix then. Obviously, I've already mentioned how the qualifying was the same day as the race, which is pretty interesting. It's kind of weird to have it only be a few hours apart, but then watch it, far apart. Because qualifying was 10 p.m. I probably didn't watch the race until 11:30 a.m. So, a little bit of a gap in there between it, but it's sort of weird, same day. But yeah, Mercedes winning the Constructors' Championship. That was pretty cool. I mean, they're really the only one that was going to win it. They were far enough ahead of Ferrari that Mercedes had to absolutely fall apart in the next couple weeks to not win it. But it was cool to see the first time I've ever seen a championship for Formula One. I mean, I'd like to be Red Bull, but I understand they're the third best team. They really have showed that they're the third best team in the past couple weeks by the lack of performance with the Ferraris and Mercedes. Obviously, the past couple weeks they were really preparing for the Japanese Grand Prix, and then to go there, qualify 5th and 6th. It's kind of what you expect. I was hoping for more, because, they had all their engine upgrades and stuff, but you can really tell they are the third best team. Hopefully for 2020 they could, upgrade the car. Oh, we have no ERS stuff already, wow. Yikes. Why not? Maybe I'm used to the career mode where my car is insanely powerful, but I don't have to deploy that myself, do I? No, it automatically does it. Oh, god damn it. We'll use a replay to fix that, of course. I was focused on the menu. Had to brake a little bit harder than I wanted, but it's kind of whatever at this point. It's only lap 3 of 13. Now, I think this is the only track with one DRS zone. I thought every track had 2 or 3, but I guess maybe besides Japan. I mean, there really is only one spot to put it. Down this back straight you could, but again, there's no braking zone to slow it down. So, could go flat out through this turn. So we can be right here behind Hamilton, and we will get DRS down this bit. That's what we need. See if we can pass him in this turn. I don't think we're going to have the ability to get up there and pass him, so I'm just going to back out of it early. Almost spin it there, but, you know, stick with it. Don't want to... I can almost, like, get him, but I try to avoid some contact as much as possible. Because it's not really what I'm interested in. Make contact with him. Okay. We could go to mix 3, try to get past him. I think we will use it off this exit. Try to build up a little bit of speed here and catch him through this turn, which is going to be helpful. If we can be on him in the DRS zone, that's the thing. If we can be on him at the detection point, I'm not really worried about passing him without DRS. It's just, that's a risky turn to make a pass in. Alright, here we go. Got more speed this time and DRS. I can't get him off that turn. I got him there though. Didn't take the best line to get him, but we got him. And immediately give it up again. Guess is what I get for passing on the grass. One lap, 5 of 13 already. Back to what I was saying though about the race. With the first turn, honestly, I was like, oh, Max is going to make a move up to the front. I was pretty excited about that, but, you know, Leclerc sort of hit him off a little bit. Didn't really give him enough room to himself to be prepared for a car outside there. And also with downforce and hitting Max, and that really ruined the race there. Because I think that... Alright, good job, me. That's not what I wanted. What'd I do here? I was just carrying more speed, and honestly, I was not prepared to brake. Just got into him, and... Big problem there. So, as I was saying, though, I thought Max had a really good shot to, you know, get a good finish. But, you know, getting last, or getting DNF, it doesn't appear as last does at the same time. Yeah. Unfortunate. Of course, Honda put a lot of effort in trying to get a podium at this track, and, you know, sacrificing a couple weeks for Red Bull to get the right engine in the car, taking some grid penalties in Singapore and Italy and Belgium, and, you know, last couple of races to get some new parts on the car. Just having that all sort of go away in the first turn, you know. Obviously, Max is the best bet to get a podium. Alex Albon, though, he did pretty good. I was impressed with his 4th place. I've really been impressed with how he's driven. He seems to fit in Red Bull better than Pierre Gasly did, for sure. But it's not anything against Gasly. I think he's a good driver. He just hasn't really... He didn't fit in with the Red Bull team. He's done really well with Toro Rosso, just like he did last season. But being on Red Bull just hasn't... It didn't work for Gasly as much as it has for Albon. I think that's the thing. Albon's really like, he had the same exact qualifying time as Max did. He just started behind him because Max had the time first. Like that's the thing. I think he's done really well in the car. I would not mind seeing him in it next season. He's almost past Pierre Gasly with a lot less time in the car, like points wise. So, yeah, I think it's been pretty good to see him do that. Get fourth is his best finish. Obviously two of the drivers out of the way. With Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc both being out of the top spots, but still, he did pretty well for what he was. He was really far behind the top three drivers, but still overall a good finish for him. For Leclerc's penalty, I was very surprised they didn't give it out earlier, but he got the 15-second penalty, which did drop him only one spot, but either way, I think it was a deserved penalty for the contact and the fact that it took out a driver and he was able to keep going. 5-second penalty there. I think that's appropriate. And then the 10 seconds for driving with the damaged car when Ferrari said he's coming in to the people. I don't know, whoever they tell. I guess they said, yeah, he's coming in, and then he didn't. And, he drove around with the bits of the car and falling off on the track, and one of the things hit Lewis Hamilton's car. Could have hit him. He was lucky that it didn't, and it just hit the mirror in the car, but and the halo's there for more protection, but something still can go through it, like through the bit in the front. So, I think it was a deserved penalty for, potentially injuring somebody and putting parts all over the track. Oh, bits of carbon fiber everywhere. Alright, so, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. So back to this race now. We really just been following Lewis Hamilton around everywhere on this track, not really having the opportunity to pass him. Alright, really? I just come out of the pits and just hit into him and lose my front wing. Alright, here we go. Next to him. Got by him on the exit there. That was good. No way. That's unfortunate. Definitely struggling around here a little bit. This is the second time that I've passed him, just made a mistake right away. Listen, here we will replay and fix, but really actually wonder, is my career over at this point? My career is racing good? No idea. Could be. I did actually finish my career mode. All 10 seasons. Finished with 118 wins. 111 poles. I think I had like 132 podiums, something like that. Kind of leaving Hamilton behind now. We're creating a little bit of a gap. A little bit of a gap, not that big, but it's some gap. We don't have the ERS, we don't have much energy to deploy. That update should, I'm assuming, come out soon. I don't know. Only 4 races left in the season. I think it'd come out relatively soon. Wow, that was somehow I bounced off that wall and didn't take any damage. Once again, getting passed by Hamilton. I mean, I didn't know where to block that. He had DRS and. He's got more energy to deploy, maybe. I got a lot to deploy myself, though, so hopefully that will help around this track. Hopefully the game picks a good time to deploy, because we're not harvesting that much. As you can see, the H and the D down there. Come on. Get him on the outside, maybe inside. See where to go. We're on the outside. Okay. Okay. Alright. That was risky. Trying some move like Charles Leclerc did in the actual race, but he went on the inside, I went on the outside. A little bit different, but stand the brakes a little bit more. Definitely went out wide. But we're right there down this bit here. Come on, deploy some more energy. Come on, I got a spot here. If I had more energy, I think I could have done it. Inside, inside. Oh god. Oh, that was risky. So who's gonna have DRS? I think he will. That was a good pass. I'm proud of that one. I made it with no contact or anything either. Very happy with the result of that. It does help to race right after watching an actual race. You can pick up a couple things there. I've always found that to be really beneficial when I play the game, to watch the actual races. I always thought that was really helpful with the NASCAR games when I used to play those a lot. I could really pick up where drivers would, line up on the track and go from there. And, for Formula 1, this is the first season I watched it, so a lot of these tracks I've kind of learned myself, where the NASCAR ones I've watched for years and was able to pick it up. This is, a little different. This is the first year, again, of watching it, so I haven't seen all the tracks yet. Close to seeing all of them is only... I've watched every race season except for Spain, which I've explained multiple times why I didn't watch it. I just, happened to see the results of the race before I was able to watch it, and, wasn't too interested in seeing it after that. But all the tracks I did watch, except for the 4 that are coming up as well, obviously. So, the way that I made that turn, sort of watched a little bit and knew, okay, I could make that. Similar to what Alex Albon did on Lando Norris today, just, without the contact. The move on Hamilton and the other turn that I made as well, that didn't work out. Also got that from watching as well, so, I really just study it and analyze where the drivers go. Really does help. Sort of turn that into the game. So for some reason, once I got that pass on Hamilton there, really was able to create some distance. That turn there, I didn't do it properly that time, but I learned to not go right against the hairpin center of it. I took a little bit wider normally, so I learned that as well. That's pretty helpful. Alright. Went too wide there. This track is the one that I really wasn't a fan of initially when I played the game. Played 18 because I bought that at the beginning of the season, and then 19. I don't know. I wasn't really a fan of this track. My first two races here in the crew went pretty bad, 20th and a DNF. But I don't know. I picked it up after then. I've been pretty decent at this track from then on. I really wasn't a fan of it in Gran Turismo Sport either because it is in that game. What are we looking like on people? We only got a lap. Alright, so we'll cut down on using the fuel mode just in case something happens where Hamilton does manage to catch up. I want to have, that same energy. Now, I want to have that, though, for if he's able to catch up to me, I can activate it. Still a little bit too far to the inside there. Oh god. Wow. It's not paying attention for a second there. 2.2 seconds is the gap. I really didn't save anything out of doing that, so might as well launch it now. 1.4 is the gap, so we definitely closed it a little bit. Second a lap, holy shit. Alright, again, final lap here. Hamilton is catching back up to us. We had a great battle with him most of this race. .299 seconds. I think we got this, but who knows? Anything could happen in the last turn or two. Turn the fuel back up though, and really start to make some progress back to the field. Or not back to the field, but create more of a gap again.
Great job. You've done everything we wanted today.
And that's exactly what I needed to do. So, that was a great race. It was pretty fun to, I don't know. I really liked this one. It was a good video. It started out kind of weird, but we got it figured out a little bit into it. So, good race. Nice. Two of the three drivers that were on the podium in the actual race as well. That's kind of cool.
It's got to be Kevin Magnussen. He displayed exceptional skill out on the track today
It is different from the actual Formula One in the sense that they give out driver of the day to a driver who didn't win or come in the top spot. You know, typically driver of the day is the winner, second place driver, or somebody like that. But they're still like, oh, who's driver of the day? Kevin Magnussen, he finished in 13th. He came from 18th. It's like, what? You think driver of the day would be the, you know, first or second place drivers. But either way, it's fun to make these videos. We do have some other stuff coming up this week. Minecraft, and honestly, I don't know what the other game's going to be yet. So we'll sort of see what happens with that. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.